Ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting for a real long time for NetDuma to announce their next project. I mean, had to have been working on something, right? Well, it's finally happened. NetDuma R3 is out for sale right now. We're going to break down everything you need to know about the NetDuma R3. Get excited. This changes the game. All right, so if we head on over here to the NetDuma forum, of course, I'll have that link down below. And if you're not signed up yet, I implore you to do so. We can read everything we need to know about the NetDuma R3. I'm going to go through everything, but of course, it'll be linked down below for you. One, so you can sign up if you're not yet. And two, so you can just take a look at all this stuff yourself. All right, so they've got their own YouTube channel if you weren't aware, and I implore you to go watch their launch announcement for the R3. It's pretty awesome. All right, so the NetDuma R3 has a mission of delivering solid hardware for 2023, while also launching with Duma OS technology that you've never seen before. It arrives with a lot of firsts for a NetDuma router, including Wi-Fi 6 and RGB capabilities. Oh yeah, baby, it's got RGB. All right, so Duma OS 4 is a major standout that completely revolutionizes how you get the most out of your home network. Everything from the classic features to the UI have been completely revamped with several new coming features that will change your game and the game. Here's a breakdown of some of the highlights of Duma OS 4. GeoFilter 2.0, a whole new GeoFilter solution that works more effectively for virtually any online game. All right, for those of us out there who've been using Duma OS products for a long time, you know there are a few games that are picky, and they don't necessarily work great anymore with Duma OS. I think they fixed it, so this is really exciting. Below that, Smart Boost is a brand new evolution of QoS, automatically adjusting to give everything the optimal amount of bandwidth at any given moment. This sounds really nice. It should just make everything a lot easier. You plug everything in, you say, I want games, I want this, whatever, and it just works. Super. Steady Ping heralds the arrival of our long-awaited anti-jitter technology. That's right, it's finally here. Round of applause. They announced this, oh man, it's been a long time ago. I want to throw a guess out there. I'm going to throw a guess. I could be wrong. 2018? It's been a long time when they first mentioned that they were working on this. And I'm glad we're going to get our hands on it a little bit more. By sacrificing a tiny ping buffer, you can lock in a ping that doesn't fluctuate. Now, every game feels as smooth as the last. All and more in a completely overhauled UI. All right. Sweet. Brand new stuff, new features, new UI, looking cleaner, looking better. I've already watched through the video. Things are looking slick. I'm really impressed with what NetDuma has been doing. All right, so there is, of course, a discussion down below where you guys can ask questions about the R3 for stuff I don't cover here. There's already a lot of people talking about it, getting in their pre-orders, all of that stuff. But there is some really important information that is right up top, so we got to get through this. You guys are going to be a little upset about some of this. I know I am, but just hang tight. All right, so will Duma OS 4 be coming to the R2 or Netgear Nighthawk Pro Gaming routers, the XR 500, 700, 1000, 450, and 300? We fully intend to get Duma OS 4 on the NetDuma R2. We're expecting this to be a straightforward task, so the wait won't be long. If you own an R2 and like to be notified when Duma OS 4 is available to you, please enter your email. Yeah. All right, so if you want to know more about what's going on with Duma OS 4 and when it's released for the R2, enter your email, and of course, I'll let you guys know as well. Here's the kicker. However, for the Nighthawk Pro Gaming routers, we have some unfortunate news. Oh, really? Again? Okay. As things stand, Duma OS 4 will not be coming to these units. As you can probably tell, it has been a challenge getting these models onto Duma OS 3.3 for reasons outside of our control. No, really? Netgear not doing their job again? No, shocker. Nighthawk. We have been able to get the XR 500, 450, and 700 onto 3.3 via open beta firmwares. And this week we received an XR 1000 firmware from Netgear running Duma OS 3.3, which is going through our initial testing now. So as things stand right now, the only way to get your hands on Duma OS 4 is to have an R3 or have previously purchased an R2. Here I'm gonna add a little asterisk. The R2 has been discontinued. You can no longer buy one. So if you have one and you want Duma OS 4, sweet, you can just wait and it'll eventually come to you. If you want to upgrade to the R3, I think you're gonna be pretty happy with it. I know I will be when I get one. And then that's also a choice. But if you have a Netgear Nighthawk XR router, more disappointing news. And I'll just throw in my little spiel right now. It's Netgear. It's always been Netgear. NetDuma cares about their product. Yes, they have a small team and they've got a lot of things going on, and sometimes they miss the mark. That's okay. Netgear, however, is a multi-million-dollar company, maybe billion-dollar company. They've got funds and money and all that stuff. And a few years ago, I had a little bit of insight from somebody who worked there who was like, actually, the team is incredibly small working on the Duma OS products. I would say more, but I don't want to lose my job. And, well, I haven't talked to him in a long time. Don't know what's going on with the Netgear stuff, but I do know at the time that made sense, right? And it's taken forever. And here's my wish, my big wish. The R3 sounds awesome, but maybe, I don't know, but maybe, just maybe, small maybe, NetDuma can convince Ubiquity to partner up. Look, I have a UDM Pro. I got it because I have security cameras and stuff, and I've got my R2 connected to it for geo-filtering. The UDM Pro is really sweet, and it's fast, and it's got stuff there that NetDuma could kind of use to do their stuff with. I think it would be a cool partnership. That's just throwing it out there. Netgear's partnership has been trash, and Netgear, you need to fix it. Stop making NetDuma look bad. Netgear. All right. There's my rant. How much would the R3 cost? We're always trying to provide good value for hardware, so we're responsible, and because of that, the R3 is standing with a launch of discount pricing of $199.99. VAT, $179, blah, 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 all that. So $200 American, other stuff, not too bad. All right, so what are the R3 hardware specs? We worked hard to decide the final spec of the R3, and while its spec sheet doesn't have top shelf hardware across the board, we ensured that it provides solid, modern coverage and hardware capabilities while staying affordable. A lot of similar stuff. The full list of the R3 hardware spec can be found on our site. It's on our product page. Check it out. So for anybody who's really into spec and all that stuff, like, oh, am I getting a more powerful router, all those things, you can look at that. Personally, I don't really care. I trust that NetDuma has upgraded the product enough where I'd be happy with it. And again, I have a UDM Pro taking care of everything else in the house, my security and all that stuff. So I don't really have need for a super powerful main router in that way because I already have one. But if you have an R2, this is a definite upgrade. If you have any of the Netgear Nighthawk routers, just get yourself an R3. All right, just sure those routers will eventually get some updates and stuff, but just get an R3. Where can I learn more about Duma OS 4? You can check out our website for more about each of the newcomers to Duma OS 4, and stay tuned for our upcoming video series covering each feature in a little more detail. Will Duma OS 4 arrive on the Tesla Optimizer and EE Wi-Fi enhancer? Yes, both platforms will be updated with the latest Duma OS features down the road. I don't know much about either of those because I don't have my hands on them. From what I understand, people are enjoying it, and that's good that they're gonna get these other features down the road. Is the R3's Wi-Fi better than the R2's? We paid special attention to ensuring that the R3's Wi-Fi will perform well to cover all areas across solid router for any home. The Wi-Fi specifically in the R3 is dual band gigabit AX 3000. It's still early, providing a far better Wi-Fi experience than the R2 in terms of range and throughput. Cool. Sip of coffee. Sweet. I've pre-ordered my R3. When will it be sent? We expect routers to arrive in December, and we'll begin shipping pre-orders as soon as stock arrives from our first sent bases. So soon, you should be getting R3s. What does this mean? We can't get a specific shipping date to cover the order, but we expect every R3 pre-order will be fulfilled before Christmas. Sweet. So if you pre-order a R3 now, you should have yours before Christmas. Good. I mean, if it's a little after Christmas, you know, it's the holiday shipping, all that stuff. No big deal. It's still a pretty awesome present, in my opinion. Can I buy the R2 instead of the R3? Like I mentioned earlier, no, they're done with that. You can only get an R3 now. Has the R3 been beta tested? Yes. A selection of beta testers from the forum have extensively tested the R3 and worked with us to make sure it's great. A huge special thanks to them for helping us and keeping things quiet until now. Cool. That's really awesome that NetDuma's got people out there that are willing to help and take the time to do extra testing. Again, they have a smaller team, and getting a product out into the real world, things are a bit different. You can test in-house all you want, but real world, you're going to run into some stuff. And so getting the product out there in some people's hands so they can test that stuff out, I applaud them for that. That's really cool of NetDuma to do that, and I hope they continue to do that kind of stuff in the future. Does the RGB look cool? I mean, it's RGB. If you're into RGB, you like the colors and stuff, it is, I think. But if you're not into all that, or you want to turn it off, that option is there. All right, so that is everything covered from NetDuma's side. Now I want to talk about a little bit of what I think. I'm excited. I'm really excited, to be quite honest. I mean, Duma OS 4, from what they're showing, looks fantastic. These new features, I'm down for, especially easier QoS. Again, check out their YouTube channel. They kind of show some of this stuff off, but as we all know, QoS has been, it can be a little bit messy. You have to adjust things. One day it's working great. You're like, yeah, I'm dominating, I'm having fun. And then the next day you come on, or a few days later, you're like, I have to adjust things. I don't know what slider to adjust, when to adjust it. Is it a time thing? Do I have neighbors that are like getting on? Is there a bad line in my neighborhood? Like, there could be a billion possibilities. Well, this new smart system is going to just kind of take care of everything for you. It's a smarter QoS. It's just going to be like, hey, you want games to have priority? Sweet, you got games. No problem. There you go. Done. No worries. Just set it and forget it, which kind of puts me out of a job. Or at least talking about QoS stuff. But, hey, that's fine. Actually don't mind, because it's been a real hassle over the years to try to explain, like, you're going to have to adjust each and every time you want to play because things will change, and I know it's a headache. Well, now you don't have to worry about that headache. You're just gonna hop on, say, I want games. Games, that's what I want. Everybody else can, kick rocks in my family right now. And I want to play, and I want it to have priority. Well, then, there you go. The anti-jitter that we've been waiting for years sounds really, really interesting. I can't wait to get my hands on that. I mean, again, it's been years, so I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty good, and it's probably gonna work pretty well. We'll have to actually try it out. What else was there? Oh, GeoFilter 2.0. Hey, the GeoFilter has been not getting love for a real long time. They've been very focused on quality of service stuff for years now, understandably, but now the GeoFilter is getting some love, and I can't wait to get my hands on that and see how that all works out. So I'm really excited for the R3. I think it's going to be an amazing product. I think people are going to really like it. And I can't wait to get my hands on one. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I know it's very disappointing if you're a Netgear person. You bought one of the XR routers. I've got my XR 500 sitting over here on my table. I get it. It sucks. But what are you going to do? All right, everybody. Till the next time.